Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. And off we go from Denver. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And Mayfield just getting the play off. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
Hey, where's 33? Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, hurry. Defense on deck. Hurry.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Let's go. 55, Mike. Regular.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And he's got his tight end fan. Touchdown, Broncos. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2nd down at 5. And here's a give to Gibson.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
A pretty decent gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Gibson. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive. They read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Being chased out left. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First down, Love to pass. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he goes out right around the 39.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in, and it makes it hard to defend.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Love now. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Love looking to throw it. This goes out right to Doyle. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Love, they go play action now. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Love. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Check. 180. Check. 55. Big time's up.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's Rodgers on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 52 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Working out of the gun. Love. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Alert, alert! Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hurry, hurry! I can't believe they even let you pistol. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Mike 55.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Blankenship out for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield. Flush to his right. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Mayfield on play action. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys.
There he goes, left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Antonio Gibson, 58 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, alert! You remember me? Hey, alert 33. Shit. Hey.
Now Mayfield. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. After the sack on first down, Mayfield able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here's Sam Martin now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Gibson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Love. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Love from the gun. He finds Hopkins complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Going back to Love. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play there on the catch and run.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kylan Granson punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception. Really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Will Fuller, 71 yards. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. McManus's point after is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. They're going to get 9 here on 1st down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Once more, Gibson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a 1st down and more for Gibson. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A handoff for Gibson. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 11. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off around the 41. With With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along.
I need to get my
if you make a big play.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. DeAndre Hopkins, 30 yards. And the Colts are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Broncos. K.J. Hamler. Second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Gibson. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Wow, and even 200 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On first down, it's Gibson, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Gibson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. They'll try to run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Antonio Gibson already already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Darius Leonard able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw there complete to Hamler. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Mayfield looks to throw. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Mayfield on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.